Okay, so for all area fucking retarded and stupid, and for my extra helpfuls that are trying to work in some fashion, but are confused themselves as the transparency of protecting Nicole and Niklaus and in their own situation and their loved ones, right? How do we overtake all of the retarded children that Nicole calls Asperger's, Asburgers, because they're the most disrespectful, fucking disgusting people. They eat cows, which by itself is fucking vile, and just shows that them and their evil Down syndrome eyes. I mean, my really classy people in darker caramel color to really melanin rich with nice noses and white features, right? Then the Uzza territory of stupas, Stuppas, of the ancient cities that I used to enjoy going to in traditional goddess returning, when the evil white Down syndrome flappers that eat burgers, right, cows, weren't trying to mess with my mortal arrival in immortal, bouncing to the moon, kind of whatever. This is how we described it when you weren't throwing your voices over telecommunications and using all these expanding words and platforms and thought processes to then give rise to more problems with everything in real life. Great. So, to those, like, USA, like, Kyle sniper dads, like, sitting on a rooftop just waiting for, like, a commander to go, like, I got your back, you will never die, I can walk through space and time, and I'm gonna link arms with you and your birthday in a Zodiac platform, and I'm never gonna let you go. So if something happens to you here trying to protect me, I'll bring you back, I swear. Great. Okay, so with that being said, we are trying to kill everything that has a evil eye, broken genetic, that increase their artificial intelligence as prodigies because they gained access to bouncing to the moon technology that they were not allowed to ever know existed. Some stupid white person fell in love with John Lennon's message, and Yoko Ono and her big, fat, disgusting mouth, and they allowed them onto USA territory and then broke the women into thinking that we're all equal, which we're not, and then got some corporations involved. They started offering chairs to the Japanese and Asians, which never had chairs before. Purposely, they were never allowed to be offered a chair, built a chair, design a chair, have a chair. They weren't supposed to have anything that floated on the water unless it had a paddle, and it was like a tree that was carved out, and they could go a few feet from shore to fish. That's as much as they're allowed to have. They're not allowed to be on floating metal with cannons and protection equipment. No, they're the special kids. Pretty sure that you don't allow the kids with Asperger's and Down syndrome to hold rifles and guns. Yeah, usually I've seen in this life, for real, that you parents who have those special children, right? Yeah, you don't like make like rifle range days with the NRA. Yeah, so why are the my goddess extraterrestrial status of Starspeak, right? My version of your very real whatever you got going on this life is the kids I don't allow to sit in chairs. They sit on the floor. Not to confuse the parents elsewhere that have to do some police jobs like that I give chairs to, like a Kyle. Yeah, because he's got some eyes that are not Down syndrome. And even if he eats a burger, I let him go. I know better than to eat burgers. I cover him in immortal like protection because I don't like to let the the Down Syndrome Foundation, who has to have these exact laws always, so this way they can build themselves more protection and punish all of us because they're actually the broken and ill ones that nobody wants. Like some of the people have problems like when they grow out of control like a weed in a garden of beautiful, right? Yeah, how do you cut back all of the overgrowth? Yeah, okay, so that's where we were when Elizabeth sat her fat ass on the Stone of Destiny. Here's the thing, Stone of Destiny, when Scotland allowed the coroner's plan of 1958 to go into effect in mortuary science and had Elizabeth sit with Fred Flintstone's cape of like superhero royalty, right, yeah, on a stone, there was a cascading effect of problems in immortal territory, right, because you set a non-immortal in a mortal you sat a regular old person in an immortal's position of godly bloodlines, right? So that's how the cascading effect started on the countdown to human extinction. So I don't know why you all allowed the moonbound Asperger Down syndrome people to like whatever. I'm pretty sure I've seen them do a whole lot of things that they're not allowed, they're forbidden to do. Alright, and so I wrote you a note. I'm going to put it up on Instagram and Facebook, but so you don't think that somebody else wrote it, because you guys are a bunch of assholes. Bullets do work faster rather than asking 1,000 questions when you already had this ahead of time, right? And you already know that they're macrameing in areas of immortal territory and science they're not allowed in. Yeah, they're not allowed to throw their voice. They're not allowed to throw their image. They're not allowed to do a whole lot of things that you assholes in human extinction are allowing them to do without my permission and refusal to fucking weed the overgrowth and continuously dangerous problem for the rest of us.